God, I love caves. The Caves and Cliffs update was one of the best updates they've ever done. I absolutely adore that update. I love how massive the caves feel now and how they feel like they're just like dwarfing you. Hey, that sucks that we picked Phantoms over a Stingray boss. That's kind of lame. My most hated update doesn't exist because I'm happy for any update in Minecraft, but my God, do I wish they would just put in all of the mobs that they suggest instead of making people vote. Just put in the mobs, guys. Like, I understand. Dev time is hard. Dev time takes work. I'm sure the Minecraft team works very hard. I love you, Minecraft team. I'll always love you because you put out such an incredible, incredible game that I cherish to this day. But I'm going to say this. If an individual solo modder can put in, like, I don't know, 38 plus new species of creatures and give them important, like, jobs and tasks and ways to interact with them, you can do 1 or 2 every 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I think there should be a cooking system in Minecraft, and the reason I think this is, 1, there's already a buff system, so you've got it set up, you're ready to go. You know what cooking can do for you. Have it be like weaker versions of potion buffs, but they last longer, essentially. So like as long as you're digesting them, you get that buff. Versus potions, which should have stronger, stronger effects, but be a shorter time frame. It would be really cool if food gave you specifically effects that are like non-magical in nature, but only affect your air quotes physicality, right? So like mining speed or knockback or jump height or sprint speed or sprint stamina consumption. That kind of shit would be super cool. Yeah, I've seen the farming and cooking mod and it seems really cool and I'm kind of interested in it. I haven't messed with it a ton, but I'm interested in the concept of it. There's a bunch of mods I want to play. Don't tell anybody I said this. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna say a mod I really want to play that I can't play, and I don't condone it because it's not okay. But it rhymes with Bobblemon. I won't play that mod so bad, but that's okay. I've also been really wanting to get back into. There's a game I played, and I only played it for like a few hours, and I've always wanted to like give it the time it deserves, but I know it's gonna take forever. I want to pick up Vintage Story again at some point. Some of you might be wondering, what's Vintage Story? Tell us, Crimson Ruze, oh knower of games that we don't know because you're smarter than us and better than us and cooler than us and sexier than us, and also so humble. So Vintage Story is a game that started out as a mod for Minecraft originally, but then the dev realized that the scope far exceeded just being a mod and said, fuck it, I'm just going to make my own game. And then unlike another popular project that started out the same way and got picked up by Riot and then kind of fell through the cracks, this one actually is being worked on and has a playable version and has had a playable version for a long time. And it's basically asking yourself, what if Minecraft was a truly hardcore survival game? Now check this shit out, right? When I say hardcore, I mean hardcore. Like, it touches on some stupid shit, like nitrogen levels in the dirt, so that you have to, like, rotate crops for specific, like, different, like, shit in the ground or whatever, different minerals and stuff that the plants want. It touches on, like, all right, let me give you the basics. So in Minecraft, you know how, like, you start the game, you punch a tree, you get stone, you get the stone, you go to get the iron, right? That takes, like, 5 minutes tops. You're in iron within the first 10 to 15 minutes of Minecraft on every server, no matter what, so you're almost halfway through the game. Let me tell you how to get to copper in Vintage Story. You ready? No, it's worse than Seasons mod. It does have seasons in it. There's seasons, and they're very deadly. I only ever made it to the summer season. I never got to fall or winter because I didn't get to play it long enough. But bear with me. The first thing you're going to have to do is you got to go find flint. And that's on the ground. You just got to pick up rocks till you find flint. And then when you find that flint, you're like, cool, this should make a tool, right? Well, how are you going to make it a tool? You've got to find more flint. And then what do? You use a rock to beat the shit out of that flint until it becomes a usable tool. And I mean, what happens is you set a piece of flint on the ground, like a rock, right? And then you have to crouch over it with your rock, and it forms the shape of a knife when you select knife. And you have to, like, click, 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 like you're mining a mini version of a big block until you make the shape of a knife. And then you have to take that knife and use it in hand to cut grass until you get dry grass, which you can use as a rope by making twine out of it. And then you've got to go cut down bushes, because you can't just rip sticks off trees very well. You cut down bushes until you get a usable stick. And then you tie that flint knife that you've knacked yourself onto the stick to make a very crude knife, which you can then use to knack out an axe head shape and do the process again to make a flint axe head, which absolutely sucks. Then you can use that to take down a tree. And then, once you're finally established, and this takes hours, you can go and start trying to get copper. And you're like, okay, so what do I do to get copper? Do I just make a cobblestone pickaxe? No, you can't make a cobblestone pickaxe. Are you out of your mind? Stone doesn't make a good pickaxe unless it's flint. No. The next step is to find metal. You have to learn how to use metal. But how do you use metal? Well, you can't really mine copper with flint, so I guess what you gotta do is you head into rivers. Why are you heading into rivers? Because you gotta make a silting pan to literally go and pan for copper pieces. You go pan for copper flecks in moving water until you have enough to fill up a small crucible. But you don't have that crucible yet. What? I don't have the crucible yet? Oh, fuck, what do I gotta do for that? Oh, you gotta go find clay. Okay, so what, I form clay into a crucible? Oh, no, that's not all. You form clay into a crucible. I know I'm yapping. Just stay with me for a minute. You form clay into a crucible, and then you have to dig a hole, bury the clay that is formed into the shape of a crucible. You have to fill that with dry grass, and then fill the top with sticks, and then fill the top with more loamy, like ignitable shit, right? Like dead leaves and shit. Then you got to burn that, cover it so it stays as a pseudo oven of like dry earth, and then you have to leave that sit for hours at a time, come back, get your hard clay kiln crucible, and then put all your copper in and do the process over a fire that you have to build after making a fire starter. And then you gotta make molds for the pickaxe. You have to make a mold and pour the copper in that. Ain't that crazy, dude? This is like the level of survival I don't know if I want in my survival games. I do. Don't get me wrong, Minecraft is an incredible, beautiful game. And I love Minecraft, and it's a different game. I like Minecraft for different reasons. I know I would struggle to make just your baseline, average, shitty dirt hut in Vintage Story. And I get it, dude. I get it. Like, they're mean enough that the first door you can make is a twig door that is essentially just a bunch of, like, branches that you've tied together with twine. And every time you open it, it has a chance to just break and fall on the ground. Like, it doesn't destroy the door, but it just falls on the ground and you have to put it back in place because there's no hinges. Now, Minecraft is a much better game for building beautiful artistic pieces and having that sort of casual survival sense. And I love that too. That I will never stop playing Minecraft. I'm not done with Minecraft, but boy, sometimes I hunger for the fucking, the real, like, nitty gritty bullshit. Sounds like a more advanced Green Hell. Probably, yeah. I don't know, dude. It just seems really cool. I haven't had a chance to play it a lot, so I don't know. Maybe it's dog water, and I don't know. Maybe it gets worse or something. But the early game was just so engaging to me when I played it. I lost hours to that, and I didn't even know what was going on. And by the time I was done, I was like barely getting to the point where I just started trying to like smelt my first ever copper tools. This, the Caves and Cliffs updates makes caves feel so real. Like, it makes it feel like how an actual slide down a tight cave would be. But also the giant cavernous ones are just so cool. Ugh, it like strikes such a nice balance between the two. I still go to Vintage Story from time to time. I have to play Minecraft. Would you recommend it? Do you think it... Okay, I do have a question for you, for anybody who has played Vintage Story. No spoilers, please. I know there is a story and there's an end game, and I don't give a single solitary shit about that. I'm just there for the survival mechanics. Does it end in the Iron Age, or can I keep going? Because I don't want to quit as soon as I've got copper and iron. I feel like that's just such a lame stopping point. And I'm sure they have more like plans for like developing it, but is that where it stops right now? Because that's gonna bum me out. I don't know if I'm willing to invest time in it if that's the case. It goes up to the Steel Age. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. Still waiting for an update to Redstone so I don't have to use 10 blocks for a basic logic gate. Yeah, it's really a nightmare. I've been dabbling with Redstone myself for the first time ever. And I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but my God, is it super ridiculously frustrating to just make a starter like working gate. Eats up so... Nope, I would have already taken this iron if I had been here. Eats up so much space in the world. Like, I have to build such a massive structure above the gate just to hide it, and that's so annoying to me.